So I think it's a good time to talk about our classroom policies and how we spend time in class, because now they're starting Zentangles. You're going to notice that there's going to be points where you think you're maybe behind where your classmates are, maybe you feel like you're right in the middle, or maybe you feel like you're ahead of where everyone else is. And this will happen for each project. You'll notice that sometimes there's a project where you finish it first, sometimes there's a project where you finish it last, and both of that's fine. It's all totally part of how we cycle through different procedures and different techniques. But what happens is, if you realize that we know we have so many days dedicated to working on a project in class, and if you realize that you're not going to finish it in that class time, you're going to have to just bring that home, work on it from home, and you and I will discuss when to bring it in, when it can be due. And then if you're realizing that you're finishing before everyone else is, there's always a question of, well, I finished it, so what do I do? And the answer is we have a whole module in Canvas called Skill and Language Building. And this is a really great module because it gets you to think about what skills you can build in your sketchbook, and then also gets you to think about looking at other artists, seeing what they do, getting some inspiration from them, finding out why it is they do what they do. So let's look at this module a little closely. We have the first one, which is sketchbook prompts. These are drawings that you're going to spend 25, 35 minutes on. You're obviously welcome to spend more. And these are just a whole range of different kind of things to get you thinking, to get you drawing. When you can draw from life, because it's much better to draw from life, you'll build skills much faster. But some of these you're going to draw from your imagination. Maybe you'll use a reference image online for some. And there's a whole lot of variety here. And of course, if you like one particular prompt, you're welcome to draw it as much as you want. But I'm going to ask that you write the number of the prompt on your sketch page, because what you're going to do for these is you'll photograph them and you'll upload this to our shared assessment slide, so that we can both look at it. I can see that you've done it, and I can give you some feedback on it. I also just love to see what's in your sketchbook. So we'll have that, sketchbook prompts. The other thing we're going to have is called Meet an Artist. So this is a great tool because a lot of you also wondered if you get to learn about other artists and other types of art in this class, and our 16 weeks goes by really fast, so we don't get a lot of time to cover, quote-unquote art history or artists living today, contemporary artists. However, what we do have is this whole self-guided area. You can pick and choose which artists you want to get to know. So I'll be posting artists that relate to our unit. We already have line and pattern artists available to look at. You get to see how artists use these elements and principles in their work. Sometimes I think as we're building up a skill set in a language, you can wonder, well, I don't know how to use pattern in Zentangle, but how do people use pattern in maybe their own art? This will show you all those different kinds of ways it gets used. And we have a lot of variety in there, so it's really fun. You get to see artists from all different backgrounds, all different styles, all different subject matters. So that's what you'll be doing. If you're finishing early, you don't have to ask permission to do one of these. You can just automatically know that I'm done with my Zentangle, I photographed my Zentangle, I've done my self-assessment on my Zentangle. And then if you're confident you've gotten all of the stuff for that day done, you go right into one of these modules, go into it. You can also, if you say you're working in your Zentangle and you're feeling good about getting your work done, but you want a little bit of a break, pop into here, draw something in your sketchbook from a prompt, watch a 2-minute video about an artist. All the videos are 2 to 8 minutes. Just sometimes our brains need to take a break from what we're doing, so it offers a nice break from the project, but also what to do when you inevitably finish early one of these times. And then as we get more involved in our semester, this module will get added to. You'll be able to start choosing some of your own art projects. We'll talk about that later when that becomes an option. But for right now, this is what you'll be doing. And then obviously if you have any questions, send me an email or reach out to me. And just to model exactly how this is going to go, I want you to watch this little demonstration provided by some of your upperclassmen.
I finished my project.
Oh, well, I'm still working.
Well, what should I do now?
Did you check the calendar and see if you finished everything for the schedule?
I did that, and that, and that, and that.
Oh, then you should go to the skill building module. That's what early finishers do. Whoa, look, you can meet an artist or do a sketchbook prompt.
Which artist should I meet?
Well, let's see. Oh,
There's
Klimt. I love Klimt.
Where is he?
He's right there. That's the kiss. that's so fun.